Okay, let us start with the string topic today. So, what do you mean by string? String is set of characters. Okay, so or a collection of characters. So you already know character is also one type of data or data type. Okay, so what are the values you can take using character data type? One is alphabets A to Z. Okay, so let us start this one. A to Z, small a to Z. Okay, then capital A to Z, like A comma B, capital B comma C, then D, then X, Y, Z. Okay, and similarly small a, small b, small c, small d, and dot X, Y, Z. Okay, so these are called alphabets. And each of these alphabets can be represented using a character data type. How do you declare a character data type? CHAR, char. Suppose CH, the reference name is CH, then this value will be single quote, then semicolon, CHA. Okay, so now okay, and each of these characters are the alphabets having some code. So better you want go into much detail about it. It is called ASCII code, American Standard Code. So those can be represented by some bytes. Okay, I think this is 2 bytes, 16 bit. Yes. Okay, so some bytes, suppose x bytes. Okay, so they can store this ASCII value. Okay, so ASCII value accordingly you can represent with if it is 8 bit. Okay, so there will be 256 total characters. Okay, so all your keyboard or keys in keyboard, okay, belong to this code. Okay, some characters belongs to also this set of characters, and each character, so one is alphabet, one is numerical or digit. They call it digit. So what are those values? Digit are 0, 1, 2, 3 till 9, 4, 5, 6, 8. Okay. So these are individual characters. So whatever you are seeing in the key in the keyboard, okay, those are some specific code. Okay, so now they are called as differently other Unicode, I think, other format, but earlier they belong to this ASCII code set. So you remember, just for each key, so there is some ASCII code. So the value will start from 0 to 255. So why I am saying this? Okay, so we are going to that, because whenever I print this integer value, okay, so it will print the ASCII value. Suppose this will start from 97. Suppose this is ASCII code value of I is 97. 0 to 255, any value. Okay, because for capital A to Z there is a different ASCII code value, and small a to Z they have different ASCII value, and then for digit 0, 1, 2, 3 they have different ASCII value. Besides this, there are other special characters. You may remember you are using while giving username or password almost in every site. Okay, so you use some special character also. Okay, so these are the exclaim mark, then asterisk, then hash. Okay, and then XOR symbol, this one. Okay, so these are the special character. So the ASCII code, those character also is having some ASCII code, some value 0 to 255, and each character will have a unique ASCII code, that is the integer value. Okay, now this part you understood. So what do you mean by character? Okay, and how do you represent and how to declare this in a program? So you will use a character type. Okay, this is a special keyword that is to define the data is a data character data type. Then you can assign any value. You always remember you have to put inside a single quote. Then what is a string means? String is nothing but just, as I said, this is a set of character. Okay, string str. Suppose this is the reference name or the variable name str I use. Then I will say A B, all capital letter A B C 1 2 3. Now you can see you have kept all this character. There is no space because space also is a special character. This is also another character, and it also have some ASCII code or the integer value. Okay. Now which key will you use? Backspace. In the keyboard you will use backspace for this character. Similarly for tab and other key also, they have some unique key integer value, that is called ASCII code. Now, so you can include space or no space. So there is no space. A B C and 1 2 3. All A B C are capital letter and they are inside double quote. So whenever you see double quote, that is, you can see the string. You can see this is a string data type. And this is not a primitive data type. So as integer, float, character, all this. This uses characters or set of characters. Okay. Then you can see this is a string can contain multiple characters within double quote. Now let us see some. Okay, yes. Okay, so there is an interesting thing that is called immutable property. Okay, so how they are stored in okay, you will discuss it later, because for the beginner this will be little bit difficult. Immutable property. Immutable, I am mutable. And then okay, so whenever I have created a string, so in the memory, suppose I have created string s1 as apple. Okay, apple, and I have given this value to s1. So string name, reference name is s1. So the variable name is set. So s1 will refer to a location where apple will be, that string will be stored. Okay, suppose in memory, just you see the rectangle mark. Okay, they are stored in some memory space, they are stored. Now I have declared another property, another string s2 is equal to main row. Okay, what is it? It will do. It will check that that memory space called as, this is a special memory which is called string pool. Okay, it will always check that pool whether already the string is not there, is not. If it is already there, then it will simply refer to that variable. Okay, so mango is not there, so it will put in that string inside the string pool and give the reference to the that address to the reference name s2. Now whenever another variable I have declared string s3 is equal to apple, then you can see it won't create another memory allocation for this apple, because apple is already there in the string pool. So it will simply refer to the address where the s1 is stored. So suppose that address is 1000 or 1008. Suppose that address location is 1000. So this will simply refer to that address. Okay, so this is all about how they are stored. Okay, so according to that you can so this is all about how they are stored actually. Okay, so this is not how regular other data type or other objects are stored inside the memory or heap. Okay, now what is the immutable property? Once it is created, okay, suppose string s1 apple, now whatever the operation, you can use plus, that is concat, or append also I think. Okay, so there are other method we will see gradually one by one. So if you can apply on this string, that this will create another string. Okay, but that won't to deter or change the address or the value stored in this s1. It won't change anything. That's why this is called immutable. This will create another. If suppose I append apple with the mango, s1 plus mango, then it will create another string, and then it will go to the string pool and store. Not s1 will be changed and then this apple, until unless you are referring to the once again s1. Suppose I write s1 is equal to s1 plus mango, then it will be changed. Otherwise, if I simply write s1 plus mango, okay, so then s1 will not change. Or whatever the value stored in s1, that is apple, that will not be returned. That's why this is called immutable. Okay, the state of that object or the behavior will not change until unless you are using the assignment operation or the reference operation. If I write s1 equal s1 plus mango, then that will change. But another string will be created, apple plus mango, and that will be stored in that reference. Okay. So this is about immutable property. So we may discuss it later on the class also, but this is as of now for the beginner is not necessary. For this property, there are two other classes you can use. One is StringBuffer class and another is StringBuilder, and both of these class have certain methods, as string class also has method, and StringBuffer and StringBuilder. Okay, these are two classes you can use for this using for this property. Okay, so now let us go to the slide. So how they are stored inside a memory? They are not stored as usual. The object is stored, other object or other data type are stored. Okay, yes. Now string has certain methods. One is the dot length, length method and character 8. Okay, so the char 8, it will return the character that will be stored in the index I. Okay, just like you are using array. Okay, for string, so that will return the character at a particular index I. So the index will start from 0, remember. So you can see string s1 is ABCD. A is placed at 0th place, B is placed at 1st place, C is placed 2nd place, D is placed 3rd place, and E is 4th place. And s1 length will return how many characters are there inside the string. So in this s1 case, ABCD, that is 5. So s1 dot length will return 5. Yes. Now already we have seen s1 dot concat. Concat will append another string s2 to s1. So suppose s2 is another string, that value is fgh. If I will call s1 dot concat s2, then it will abcd fgh. Okay, this will simply append to the first string to the second string. Similarly, there are other method like s1 dot trim, s1 dot 2 lowercase, okay, and 2 uppercase. Trim we will discuss. 2 lowercase and 2 uppercase, already the method name itself is saying that whatever the character in the string, that will convert it to lowercase. Then uppercase also, that will change if there is any alphabets like ABCD, then it will change into uppercase or the capital letter. Now there is another method, dot equals and compare to. Okay, so this will check the values of string s1 of equal case, okay, and the values stored in s2. If they are same, both string will contain same character, and at each index they are bit by bit or the character by character they are same, then it will return true. There is another method, s1 dot compare to s2. Okay, it has certain logic, but this will also return 0. Okay, if they are same, otherwise it will return some integer value. Okay, if suppose s1 dot compare to s1, both are same, so it will return 0. Otherwise it will return some character, some integer value. Okay, so these are method which will be very frequently used while doing program using string. Okay, so now yes, StringBuffer also similarly you can use StringBuffer, StringBuilder class. So they have also different methods. s1 dot set character rate, they don't have concat, they have append, and similarly insert and set length. Okay, so you can create an object using StringBuffer, using new StringBuffer and the string name. Okay. So those exercises you will try to do. We will see some examples in the next class. Okay, now let us see a few examples. Okay, suppose string I have declared here str abcdefghi and abcde, and then string s2 is equal to ab. Now these have different method I have called, and then I have called this method compare to, concat, and search. First you will see concat. Okay, let us see this. Just comment out this. Okay, simply you will append or add the string at the end. So what will the value? S1 is ABCD, and suppose AB will FGH. Then the new value will be ABCD FGH. Okay, now I want to print the length of S1. Okay, that will be 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now similarly I can print the value of s2. So what will I use? I will use s2 dot length, that will be 3 fgh, that will be 3 5 3 and then concave. Now suppose I want to print a character, or I will call character add method. Okay, so I will use s1 dot character add 2. So now what will be the value? S1, it will start from 0, A 0, B is 1, C is 2. So which character is at index 2? That will be C. So it will return C. Okay, so these are the simple example or this simple method you can use using string. Okay, now next question, there is a write a program, how many characters in the string are uppercase. So this is the example. Suppose this is the string str, how many characters inside this string are capital or uppercase. So how can you check? Okay, so try it out at your end. Okay, one more is, if a string is given, reverse that string. Okay, so these are two questions you try out and we will see in the next class. So as usual, this is more focus will be on programming side. So you know a little bit concept of this string, and forget about for time being, just forget about StringBuffer and StringBuilder method, using only those string class method. Okay, and the concept what we have studied today, you try to do this problem. These are very small problems. Think about this, then we will see more detail about the other methods. Okay, like compare to and substring, these are also very frequently used, or a lot of program will have this concept. So we will see in the next class.